Second down, Dresser Wynn, the UT Martin product. Under pressure, he will run, and Wynn slides short of the first down near the 38-yard line. Wynn to the air, looking for Wiggless, incomplete, and the coverage out there from Chris Boyd.
He's pushing hard to get on that 53.
Desmond King, the deep man, to return for Houston. And King, a little bit of a mouth problems for the Texans in special teams, and the ball recovered by the Rams at the 12-yard line. Smith in motion, Evans the carry, cuts it back, and Zach Evans. Xavier Smith in motion again, Wynn on the roll. Tracking short, the catch made and upended near the 3-yard line. Lonnie Johnson with the tackle of Miller Forrestall.
But go for this, you're at the 3-yard line. Come on, Sean McVay.
And the kick by the rookie Joshua Carty is good. First down and 10, Cade Stover in motion. Keenum to the air to Cam Akers, and the former Ram trying to do a little damage to his old team as he's across the 35 to the 36.
He's pushing Case, but with that experience, and Case is cool and calm when he's out there. I'm just expecting him to have a nice experience game where he doesn't have many turnovers or big plays going against the Texans.
Cam Akers with a good run out to the 46-yard line.
I mean, I'm telling you, I like Cam Akers, boys. Clinton, Mississippi's own. He has been a stud in camp thus far.
Akers will get the carry again, runs into the arms this time of Brennan Jackson.
But Mechie read it right and kept running down the middle of the field, and I think that's why Case is acknowledging it.
3rd and 12. Hutchinson having to dive to get that one. Couldn't keep running.
Pick six. What did Wynn, who's never played in the NFL, do? Threw it away smartly.
Cut back and turn upfield for Boston Scott out to the 14-yard line. Over the middle, and it is caught at the 35-yard line. Good throw and catch. Xavier Hutchinson snares it for the first down. 2nd and 10, Akers trying to cut back, and there's room out there. Cam Akers on the run, and Akers down at the 22. A pickup of 13 and a first down for the Texans. And this quarter is brought to you by Verizon. It's 3rd and 18. Keenum to the air, incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended target. Cameron McCutcheon was in there to block it away.
Second down throw, that's exactly what you saw. Right there, just couldn't connect. Great play by McCutcheon.
And a 48-yard field goal try, and Kaimi Fairbairn in midseason form, right down the middle. Boston Scott trying to pivot out of the backfield, and there's nowhere to go. Excellent penetration. Miles Bryant among those who got into the backfield for the Texans. Texans defense, 3 3-and-outs in 4 Rams possessions. 1st and 10 for Boyle from the 42, targeting Mechie, and Mechie with his first catch and a nice spin to get yardage and a first down, and that will get him excited on the Houston sideline. Maybe about a half-yard short.
Being out there in space, but what a nice little spin move from Mechie. Hit the X button or circle or whatever it is nowadays.
And here's the guy that a lot of people talked about early in this preseason, Jawar Jordan, the 6th round pick in the draft out of Louisville.
It's a little bit smoother. It's kind of a one cut and go as opposed to stop, jump, cut and go. But boy, he's got that slipperiness that makes him fun to watch.
To the sideline, targeting British Brooks. And Brooks providing a little bit of punishment at the end of that play.
I like this look for the Texans.
And Akers weaving his way to the right sideline. Cam Akers delivering punishment inside the 15. First down, Houston at the 14 of Los Angeles.
And I like the look of it thus far, Andy, of him kind of being an H-back, fullback sort of mix.
2nd and 8 to the sideline goes Boyle, connects with Hutchinson, who's jarred out violently by Cam Lampkin at the 8-yard line. Hairston in the backfield with Jordan. 4th down and 1. Nick Bawden just signed in motion. Play fake. The toss. It's Hairston. It's a Texans touchdown. Win on 1st down. Texans rush 4. Over the middle. Connects with Smith. And that'll be a first down to Xavier Smith.
If there comes a time where you need somebody who's what they say on the street, you remember what he did during that week of practice, and you say, let's bring him in for that Tuesday workout.
Handoff up the gut. Evans with a first down to the 44. And the Houston native in his homecoming moves the chains for the Rams. Well, that was Zach Evans coming out of high school, the #1 recruit in the country and the first ever 5-star to go to TCU. Wynn in some trouble, escapes the pocket, showing his legs off, and Wynn slides down at the 30 after a 14-yard scramble. Dresser Wynn has a first down for Los Angeles.
How tough is that for a D lineman?
It's very tough because you see the opening, but as soon as you jump, a good quarterback sees his opening, and then he takes it like we saw right there.
Evans, a good turn up field, gets down to the 26-yard line, 4-yard gain. Smith's in motion, he gets the handoff. Smith works his way down to the 26-yard line. 5 receivers for Dresser Wynn. Over the middle, catch is made, and it's a first down. Xavier Smith on the grab to the 15, a pickup of 11.
For you were offsides, make sure you back up. They'll give you that heads up. The good ones.
Evans up the middle, and Evans into the end zone for the touchdown. Zach Evans coming back home to Houston, finds the end zone to bring the Rams within 1.
Which cools them off and takes their body back to basic temperature within 90 degrees. However, Ryan said, I don't even want to know how hot it is outside. I don't want to know how hot the field is.
Xavier Smith, the other 19, deep for the Rams to field this punt. He's going to let this one hop inside the 10, and the Texans will down it inside the 2. 22-yard penalty and a first down. Evans on the toss. There's Neville Hewitt again. He yanks him down.
That obviously is going to be a coaching point about motion and moving and all that kind of stuff. That just took away a nice completion.
And then Hairston couldn't secure that through contact at the 48-yard line. And so 4th down and 12.
Seeing that mistake can be a teaching point for the guys that are going to be playing against the Colts on week 1.
Smith from the 10. Xavier Smith trying to get to the edge. Little hesitation, now turns the corner and run out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
And making the practice squad has a whole new meaning. Now you have 16 spots, not the 6, 7, 8 that we're used to. 16 guys can still put on the Texan uniform and have a job throughout the week.
To one of the best wide receivers to ever play in the league and definitely the best wide receiver to play for the Texans. And then I was a huge fan of Arian Foster as well because I was a running back. So them two for sure.
3rd and 10 at the 46. Boyle floats it in the air, and it is caught by Johnny Johnson. A leaping grab at the 28. He picks up 18 and a first down.
They have to tell me to go back. Well, D'Amico Ryans told him to go back. They're going for this.
4th and 3. Boyle checks it out of the backfield. Catch made. Nice move. Good spin. Cam Akers. First down, Houston. Akers motioning out of the backfield. Boyle looking, throws, finds the open man at the 5, and into the end zone is Johnny Johnson for a Texans touchdown. Third straight carry for Sir Roderick Thompson, and he's going nowhere. Mike Ford into the backfield. There's a lot of players out there.
There are a lot of players, that's true.
Here's Sims with room and blockers. Sims with speed, chugging down the sideline, and finally chased out by Tanner Engel. Out of bounds at the Rams' 38-yard line.
On your friend Micah Parsons' podcast, you said you like getting hit earlier in the game to get your blood flowing. Who's someone you wouldn't want to get hit by?
Someone I wouldn't want to get hit by.
Smith, the motion man. This time the handoff to Evans. Up the middle for the touchdown. And Zach Evans in for the 2nd time today.
This is the situation right here, Kevin, that I think is super important. And look at British Brooks.
Into the secondary, and he's tripped up at the 46-yard line. 15-yard run for Brooks before McCutcheon can bring him down.